Let me ask you this question. Are you happy with your job? Well, we've got some good news for you. Ryan Naylor is joining us from Local Works this morning to talk about some hot jobs in the Valley, and you've got the 411 on somebody who's hiring big time because of a development in their company.
Yeah,
so good morning
absolutely.
to you.
Thank you. It's great to be here. You know, there's a lot of change right now happening, and one of the big contact centers, call centers, are third-party outsourced companies called AnswerNet.
Okay.
And a lot of their growth has really come because of acquisition. And so there's a couple familiar names in town of companies you've seen, Synergy Solutions being one of them. Mm-hmm. They work for third-party companies, so you could be representing a number of different brands, and then you work on a lot of their products, supporting their customers. And AnswerNet is expanding. With this expansion, they're growing and they're hiring for more people. So they're looking for a number of different positions, from customer service, sales, tech support, e-commerce support. Great organization. We've heard nothing but positive reviews from them.
Okay.
Great organization. The other one we're super excited about is Silicon Valley Bank.
Oh,
now, this is a commercial bank based out of California, and they typically work in the high-tech space. They fund a lot of startup companies, and they've been doing a lot of business in Arizona. And I think with that expansion, they're seeing the opportunity for talent. And so they've just announced they're hiring for over 100 positions just right here in the Valley. And you'll see them down off Tempe, the Tempe Lake down there off the 202. Great organization, and they're hiring for not just your typical banking positions, maybe your teller or your financial analyst, but they're hiring for like engineers and software jobs and a lot of high-paying, rich positions full of talent, and it's super exciting to see them expand here.
Now, with some of those specialty positions, you have to have a background in that.
A lot of them are going to use some level of experience, but they have, with over 100 positions, they have a number of different job openings that are some entry level. They can get you, and with a great organization like that, there's a lot of room for growth, and so great one to look at.
Okay, so you mentioned two different businesses that are looking at hiring a bunch of people, but there are lots of folks out there who are looking to hire here and there. So you guys host a job fair to connect us with the employers.
That's right. Yeah, we have over 35 employers coming out to one-day event for 3 hours. It's on Tuesday of this week, on July 17th, and it's at the Phoenix Hilton Airport. Now, a lot of these job fairs are going to represent a number of different industries. We have anything from technology to healthcare, sales, customer service, a lot of different jobs represented, probably close to 1,500 unique job titles represented in one room. Super exciting. All the information's on LocalWork.com, including a lot of the employers and some tips on how to maximize an event like that.
And I imagine if you go to that event, you should be ready to be interviewed literally right there on the spot. So let's talk about some of the things that folks should do to be prepared. You say don't go and wing it. Don't
wing it. A lot of people are proud of the fact they can just show up to an interview and they got the personality. Don't do it. It shows that you're lazy. Record yourself. Get ready. You've got a cell phone. Take a selfie. Record yourself answering questions like, tell me more about yourself. There's so many of the common questions that are asked during the first round interview. Just Google them, find the list, and practice answering those. And my biggest tip always is arrive early. Don't feel rushed. Don't just arrive at the nick of time because you're not mentally prepared. And then the last thing is always showcase your value over features. And what I mean by that is if you were a receptionist and you handled a number of different phone calls, don't just talk about the fact that you answered a lot of phone calls. What value did you add to the employer? I helped increase communication rates, we transfer rates, we close sales because of our multi-touch points in the process. So it showcased the value provided, not just the feature that you took place with.
So I help calm people down, or I help send them to the right people, or that kind of thing.
And what the impact could have been with the employer. Because of my work, we increased communication by X number amount. So it's a lot more just value over facts.
And I think too, I mean, having the mindset where you're not just, when you say tell me about yourself, you're not just thinking of yourself, but rather putting yourself in their shoes and thinking, okay, what do they want to hear that I've got to offer that will help them?
You want them to visualize how you could work in their environment and add value to their organization.
Okay, if people want to find out more about what you had to say about the job fair, those some of the companies you talked about, where can they find you?
Yeah, LocalWork.com. We've got a host of resources, free videos, trainings, information, just to help you all the way through the job search process.
Okay, Ryan, thank you so much. This is great information. Really appreciate it. So there you go. We've got all that good information on our website as well. If you missed anything, we'll make it real easy and put a link there.